Hello, fish friends, and welcome to another episode of Inside Look, your video sneak peek into the newest issue of the world's favorite freshwater aquarium magazine. I'm Alex Rose, associate editor over here at Amazonas, and we're about to check out the pages of the March-April issue, which has a theme that I've been super excited about since I knew we were going to do it: aquatic arthropods. There's some really cool content in here with articles about Amano shrimp breeding, dwarf crayfish rearing, keeping diving bell spiders, setting up aquatic insect aquariums, and so much more. See, this to me is one of the best parts about working for an independent publication like this. I've known for over a year that this topic was on the books, and it has taken us that long to collect all the stories and the translations and the images and then edit and lay everything out. And when you finally get to see something in print that you and your team have spent an enormous amount of time collectively producing and actually hold it in your hands, it's just so incredibly satisfying and rewarding. There's such an immense amount of value in independent journalism, and I'm really thankful that I get to do what I do, but we couldn't do any of that without the people who support our work. So whether you're a digital subscriber, a print subscriber, not yet a subscriber, for shame, we're all grateful for your dedication to making sure legacy publications like ours stay around for the foreseeable future. All right, well, that's enough sappiness for now. Let's have a look at this cool magazine. We kick it all off with an article about conservation efforts for a new species of betta recently discovered in the Malay Peninsula on a small island between Sumatra and Borneo. Then we jump right into our arthropod content with an article about aquatic insect aquariums. For this one, I talked with Jesse Green of the pet invertebrate website Bugs in Cyberspace and put together this general overview about what goes into setting up a bug aquarium, as well as a top 10 list of livestock to consider. Then comes a piece that is not at all arachnophobe friendly, so sorry about that. Unlike the semi-aquatic Dolomites fishing spiders that live along the edges of ponds, these diving bell spiders are the only arachnids that spend essentially their entire lives submerged. The photos on this one are just fabulous. So even if you don't love critters with 8 legs, I hope you'll give this story a chance because it's really neat. Next is a piece about beautiful little dwarf crayfishes in the genus Cambarellus that are native to large swaths of the US and Mexico, and what it takes to keep and breed them in captivity. Following that is an exciting travel piece that takes us on a journey through the karst formations and mountain valleys of northern Vietnam on a quest to find a variety of dwarf shrimps in the genera Caridina, Neocaridina, and maybe even Paracaridina. Next, we've got a really detailed article that will tell you everything you need to know about breeding Amano shrimp, Caridina multidentata. It's, of course, a freshwater shrimp as an adult, but they're actually amphidromous, meaning they require a marine phase in their life cycle, and this is what makes them challenging to breed. Though with this roadmap, it now sounds like a much more achievable goal. On a side note, the author of this article, Dr. Ryan Chan, will be speaking about this exact topic at the James River Aquarium Society's Spring Fling event on March 15th, alongside rainbow fish expert Gary Lang. I put a link to the event in the description below, so check that out for more info. Also, if you're interested, we have a complete listing of aquarium events on the Amazonas website under the Info Hubs drop-down tab. So that's something else to check out. All right, well, moving on from our arthropod content, we have an article about the official renaming of Corydoras species C53 as Corydoras iiap, a long-known mailed catfish from the Peruvian Amazon. Next, we get a look at some highly predatory pike characins that have impressive sets of teeth that leave nothing to the imagination about where they sit in the food chain. Many of them are quite large and aren't conducive to the average aquarium, but some stay small while still looking, well, pretty darn scary. Then we check out a largely overlooked group of fishes from Australia and New Guinea, the freshwater cardinal fishes in the genus Glossamia. These mouth almighties, as their common name suggests, have really big mouths, just like their popular saltwater cousins do, but are pretty rare in the hobby outside of Australia. Next, we have an article about the husbandry and breeding of a large and predatory South American cichlid, Caquetaia kraussii, that gets its name from the Rio Caqueta in Colombia, where the type species was collected all the way back in 1944. Then we've got a really different story that features an aquarium unlike anything we've ever seen. It's a hypersaline Great Salt Lake biotope aquarium that is singularly focused on growing a community of benthic microbes. The aquarist, Devin Biggs, has created a living model of Great Salt Lake's unique microbialite ecosystem that is a completely new take on the biotope genre that uses biology and geology to push the boundaries of this entire sector of the hobby. I actually think this might be one of the most impressive and thought-provoking articles we've ever published, and I'd be curious to hear what you all think of it after you've read it. To close out the magazine, we've got two final articles, one from conservation organization SHOAL about the role hobbyists can play in protecting freshwater fishes and their habitats, followed by species snapshots of a goby from China and a pencilfish from Guyana. Well, that's all for this time. I hope you enjoyed this exclusive inside look at this brand new issue of Amazonas. If you missed this one, you can always purchase it as a back issue off our website. If you liked this video, please be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and of course, subscribe to the magazine. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.